so I've never live streamed before. what's up, Jay? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Oh, I gotta mute that. Yeah, I'm still new to this, man. I used to be in the lawn care and landscaping community. I had some tickets on my driving record, and I couldn't drive for a little while. So I started a lawn care and landscaping business. So I do have, that's why I have the subscribers that I do have. And then I quit YouTubing for a while, and it's kind of an addiction. Of course, you know, being in the truck by yourself all the time gets depressing, and you miss your family, and you really don't have anybody to talk to, especially late at night once your wife's gone to bed or your girlfriend's gone to bed or whatever. So that's why I wanted to start YouTubing again. But yeah, I'm trying to figure all this out. Thanks for subscribing to me, by the way. I appreciate that. So I saw earlier that you got a community strike or something, and you can't go live for like 3 months. What's up with that? Yeah, I got it pulled up on my laptop over here also, so I can see them over there. Yep, they'll always be there. Nothing you can do to change it. Alright. I subscribed to your other channel. About 10 minutes ago. I'm over here at the Pilot in LJ, Kentucky. Let's see if you can figure out where that's at. LJ, Kentucky. They got both of them? Both channels? Huh. Didn't you have another channel? I remember you saying something about what is it? Backup channels or fall channels or something? Channels that you can fall back on if something happens to your main channel. What when do you plan on releasing the just can't do live, so no real biggie. Well, did it say how long? see over here on this other, on my laptop, and it's like delayed by 10 seconds. So I can watch everything I do. What, if you don't mind me asking, Jay, which year was your hardest year in truck driving? As far as just things going on in your life, not meshing with your career very well. Year one. Believe it or not, my first year driving was very easy. My second year driving was very easy. What would have been the third year, beginning of divorce, yeah. What would have been my third year driving is when I got those speeding tickets and I had to stop driving for a while and let them roll off. But I've been back driving since July of 2016, and 2016 through July of 2017 was easy. But I was driving local. I was delivering roof trusses, big oversized loads, stuff like that. And then I decided to go over the road, and right now I work for Hornady Transportation. And this year, this is a great company. But aside from that, this year has just been really hard. My son is 3 years old now. In June he'll be 4. So now he's to that point where he wants to be around me instead of around his mama all the time. So the hardest thing has always been leaving the house, but now it's really hard because my son, before I even let go of him, he's crying and not wanting me to leave. So that makes it really hard. And I'm trying to get myself out of debt. So, I try not to spend money out here, and I try to buy groceries to keep on the truck all the time. But I'm trying to get myself out of debt, so I always feel like I'm broke, even though I'm not, and that makes it really hard too. Learning a new trade. Yeah. Believe it or not, before I started driving, I was a welder. I welded for a living. So when I started driving, it was completely different. And the reason I started driving was because my grandfather was a truck driver. Embrace the broke feeling, accept it. Yeah, that's hard to do. But the reason I started driving was because my grandfather was a truck driver, and when I was younger, I used to ride back and forth with him from Alabama to Texas. And I'm from the Birmingham area, but I used to ride with him going to Texas. He's on a dedicated run, and I loved riding with him. And in 2008, he had a heart attack and 2 strokes within a week, and he passed away. And at the time, believe it or not, my mom was driving a dump truck. She had gone to truck driving school and drove a dump truck for a while. And when I got tired of getting burned up every day welding, I've got scars all over my arms from that. I got tired of that, and I started driving a truck. And at times I love it, and at times I wish I never would have started driving a truck.
screen turned away from me where I can't see it. While doing live stream, I need to be able to see the comments coming in. So actually seeing myself on the camera is messing with me. That's gonna take some getting used to. Sorry, turn these vents towards me. It's hot in here. A few tips for live streaming: create a title, turn your camera sideways, and you go live. Just start talking. Don't wait for people. Okay. Well, it keeps telling me my orientation is unlocked, but it keeps telling me my orientation is locked. So I don't know what. I don't know what to do about it. I'm using an iPhone 6s. If somebody can tell me how to fix that. Sorry. Suntan lotion. I'm an overrated piece of trash. Okay. Well, you know what? Do you know this guy, Jay? Suntan lotion. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. It's bad for business. You're 14. Wow. I remember them days. What's my favorite kind of cheese? My favorite kind of cheese is provolone. I like provolone cheese. Appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate it. So, how about 9 months ago, a year ago, something like that, I almost came to work for Bella Floor. I actually talked back and forth with Scott and Howard about it. And they were going to hire me, even though I live in Alabama, they were going to hire me. And things just fell apart. Not with them, things in my personal life kind of fell apart. And it ended up not happening. Matter of fact, in my binder, I still have my drug release forms that Patricia sent me. You'll find this interesting, Jay. Hold on. take a track test. Well, I've almost considered coming off the road. I got a pretty good local job offer, but at the same time, I can't imagine how hard it would be to readjust to being at home. And I've kind of fallen into a slump where, even though it's a pretty good job offer, there's no way I can make the kind of money that I'm making now. So, and as far as coming to work for Bella Floor, I'm concerned about home time because of where I live. Right now I'm home every weekend, and it's not bad, but I couldn't imagine being gone a month or 2 months at a time, and I'm just scared that that's what it'll turn into if I go to work up there and I live down here. You see what I'm saying? Used to be a merchandiser for a nursery out of Dallas, Georgia. I'm not going to mention their name. You may know the nursery I'm speaking of. And I merchandised flowers at Home Depot, and take the weekends at home. Yeah. I used to merchandise plants at Home Depot at a Home Depot in the Birmingham, Hoover area of Alabama, and the merchandising part, my wife still does that, but that is incredibly hard work. I couldn't believe how hard work that is, and my mom does it too, but that's brutal work. I was going to tell you, Jay, I was going to send a picture of it to you in an email. My grandfather gave me his guitar. It is a old Gibson acoustic guitar. My grandfather used to sing in a gospel singing group called the Thrasher Brothers. His name is Ellis, but everybody, his nickname back then was Moose, and on the album covers it says Moose Hill, and that guitar is pictured on some of the album covers, and he just gave it to me last weekend, and I'm really excited about it. So, very cool Alexi instrument. Pass it down. Yes, I plan on it. And some of my family, it's got some damage on it. When a group like that tours around, instruments get damaged, and it has a little bit of damage to it. It has a little crack in it just below the neck. You got the hole for the acoustic. And you got the neck. Just below the neck, there's a crack right there, and some people in my family were talking about trying to get it repaired, and I just don't think I want to get it repaired. The guitar sounds incredible, and I just think it'll take away from it if I have it repaired. It'll take away from the sentimental value. Is there a way that I can see? Because it says there's only 2 people in here watching. A bad repair can lessen its worth for sure. Just be gentle with it. Of course. It says right here, I think, that there's 2 people watching right now. Is there a way without, if somebody's not making a comment or something, is there another way to tell who's watching? I realize I'm going back and forth. I had a rough day today. I'm a flatbedder. Every day's rough. If they don't talk, you can't see them. Of course. Of course. I have a feeling I'm going to lose some subscribers because most of my subscribers are from the lawn care and landscaping community on YouTube. So I have a feeling that once I start making truck driving videos, I'm going to lose some subscribers. What do you think? On this channel, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I know, but that's a lot to me. You got like 32,000. I got 25. It's a lot to me. I have to go in and change my About Me and all that stuff. I just changed the name because 1440 Landscape Services was ridiculous. There's plenty of stuff you can cover and rebuild. I'm lost. Plenty of stuff I can cover and rebuild. You're talking about cover. I don't know. I'm lost. I talk about too many subjects all at one time. There's plenty of content to cover. Oh yeah, plenty. Yeah. I thought about doing like securement videos. The problem that I had when I first started landscaping, or the problem I had when I first started flatbedding was it was hard to find videos on YouTube of people teaching proper securement. And a guy at the company that I work for now gave me this, which I don't need it anymore, but he gave me that and I hold on to it because he's passed away now and he's a buddy of mine. But there's not many proper securement videos out there, and the worst ones I see are of steel coils. And you, Jay, you used to flatbed. Do you have experience hauling coils? Yeah, I'll use my steel tarp. I bought a steel tarp. I own a steel tarp. I'll use my steel tarp for that because Hornady's, yep, of these tarps are ridiculous. They weigh like 140 pounds. They're super thick, just heavy, and they don't have flaps. They're just the big drop tarps without the flaps. So I think I'll use my steel tarp to do that because it weighs like 40 pounds. I see a lot of people on YouTube talking about tarps. I see a lot of people showing how to properly tarp a load, and one of the best ones I've seen on YouTube was Loshan's video on tarping a load. But there's not, I don't think I've seen one that shows step to step how to roll a tarp up, and that's a good thought you had, because one thing I've noticed, and anybody who does flatbedding for a little while, they'll notice, is the tighter you roll the tarp, the easier it is to deal with. Those tarps weigh like 140 pounds, the company tarps do, but they seem like they weigh 300 pounds if they're rolled loose. Tarps. Another video I thought about doing. Is I was talking about it a minute ago. It's a coil securement, a steel coil securement video. Because it just, I load at a lot of steel mills, and I haul a lot of coils. And one thing I see a lot of times, buy yourself a small desktop tripod to hold your phone. My hands are free. One thing I see a lot of times, it's like people completely ignore working load limits. Like the coil racks, you know what a coil rack is. They have a 10,000 pound working load limit. You'll see somebody carrying a 48,000 pound coil, and they'll have two of them. And you gotta pay attention to that. Oh yeah. Well, I have a GoPro, and I have a lot of different mounts for it. And this here is a one of those suction cup mounts. So I don't think I can make it work. But and I don't know how the audio will pick up on the GoPro. I haven't had very good luck with that in the past. One thing I do need to do is learn how to do good tags on videos. That's something I've always had a hard time with, is coming up with tags. True. I can voice over and editing. True. I was gonna ask something. I forgot what it was. I'll tell you what, Jay. Trucking. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm in a brand new Kenworth T680. city right now. And this is the loudest truck I've ever been in my life. It's an awesome truck, but it is loud, and for some reason I got a panel that is rattling like hell, and I don't know if you can hear it over this or not, but the truck only has 30,000 miles on it, and I put 15 of them on it, and it's just an ungodly loud truck, and it's rattling like hell back here. Trucking, truck driving, how to be a truck driver, flatbed trucking, load securement. I wonder if I can save that. Kenworth 680. Yeah. There's your tags. Appreciate that, Jay. Appreciate that. I'm gonna have to copy and paste. I don't know if you remember or not, Jay. I emailed you a while back about one of those shower bags, and I thank you for what you do, making the videos and everything. And aside from my grandfather, you're also a very big reason why I became a truck driver. I found your videos way before I started driving. I've always watched them. Here's a question for you. Something that me and one of my buddies have been. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. So here's a question for you. Me and one of my buddies that he's also a driver for this company that I work for. We've been having discussions, arguments about binders, chain binders. I personally, even though they're dangerous as hell, I prefer snap binders. He says that ratcheting binders are better. They're the best you can get. What is your opinion on that, Jay? Have you ever used either one? Like, I know you've used them, but which ones do you have experience with, and which ones do you prefer? I prefer snap binders because I grew up using snap binders to secure tractors and bobcats and stuff like that onto equipment trailers, doing working on farms and stuff. Yeah, I like the snaps, but you can get tighter on the ratchets after 200 miles and tighten it down. Well, one way I've found to help with that, it's a pain. It's really a pain when you have to roll the tarp up. But you're gonna have to do that with you like to roll the tarp up to re-secure, tighten the chains back down. But you're gonna have to do that with either style. But if you will unsecure, open the snap, undo your chain, like undo it, and then rehook it to itself, and do the same thing on the other side, it will be a lot easier to get tight again instead of fighting with it and trying to get another bite. building a bulkhead, stacking the lumber up, putting the chain over it, snapping it down where steel can't fly through the back of the cab if you have a critical event. Well, make a video of it and show how it's done. State the obvious, Jay. About to die, so I got to bounce. All right, Jay, have a good night, man. I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you for the sub. Have a good night, man. Who else is watching? Somebody else leave a comment. Come on. Somebody talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Come on. Come on, talk. Alright, well, I'll be back in just a few minutes. I got a couple of things I need to do before I completely settle down for the night. I will be live again in maybe 15, 20 minutes. Thank you for whoever you are. I see one person still watching. Thanks for stopping by. This is my first live stream. If you haven't subscribed already, go up there and hit the subscribe button and tune in